What makes Shorecrest special is the community, the staff and the students, and not just the people, but that feeling that comes when a group of people work hard, deliberately, consciously to create a positive and empowering environment. Because this matters. What we do here matters. How we treat each other matters.
Hi, SCOTS. Mr. Caruso here. When I came to Shorecrest 12 years ago, one of the first things that struck me in my first week on campus was how well everybody at Shorecrest gets along. And whether it was athletes or musicians or artists or people with blue hair or people who look stereotypically well-dressed or put together, all these different types of people that we have in our building and in our culture, everybody got along and everybody respected one another. And they didn't all hang out and socialize, but there was definitely a feeling of mutual respect. And that really struck me coming from the school I had been at previously where things were not always that way. So that's always been something I've really valued about Shorecrest, and would love to keep that going, that we all respect each other and understand that we all have value in our school community.
Shorecrest is a community where we value each other authentically and we look out for each other.
I have spent 18 years of my career as a teacher and administrator at Shorecrest, and the thing that I love about this place is the sense of community and partnership and fun that it has. It is a place where I value how much students and staff enjoy one another, respect one another, trust each other. We're willing to collaborate and listen to one another and creatively approach problems that we face and collaborate. That is not true in every school. And at Shorecrest, the amount of respect that we have for one another, student to staff, staff to staff, student to student, allows us to do some really great things and face difficult conversations and challenges like we have over these last couple of years. Well, we also do a pretty good job of having fun and being silly and leaning into it, staff and students. So I'm really looking forward to assemblies and spirit days and all the things that we're used to doing here at Shorecrest, because we really bring it and we know how to do that. And that's at a whole other level, Shorecrest. So I'm excited about that. Go Scots.
So there are three things that I think are really special about Shorecrest. And the first thing being the staff. So I think that we have a very dedicated and professional staff who care about kids. And I think that goes from the custodian to the people in the office to the aides to the teachers. And the second thing I think that is special about Shorecrest are the students. You are a creative bunch, and it's pretty impressive to see what you can do when you put your mind to it and when you work together. I've seen this in many different situations, and one of the things I also appreciate is that you're open-minded. I think you guys are always willing to give our all-school art project a chance, which is nice. And I've also just on a day-to-day basis seen students in my classes just being kind to one another and considerate, and if they're out of line, being willing to learn from it. So my last thing that I think is special about Shorecrest is our building. I think we have a beautiful building and we are so fortunate, and I just hope we continue to take good care of it. So thanks.
Hey Scots, Miss Clark here. My hope for Shorecrest is that it's a place where we all feel seen and heard. I hope that we assume the best in each other and that we treat everyone with kindness.
I want students to feel engaged and valued by me, by other staff, and by the rest of the student body so that they want to be here. This is incredibly important to me because as a student, my home was not a safe place. School was a safe place for me, and it made a huge difference in my life then and the life that I made for myself. My teachers had high expectations of me and consistent routines that allowed me to grow and feel safe. And I really want that for all Shorecrest students, but that's something that we have to cultivate together. So those are my hopes for Shorecrest culture.
I would love our Shorecrest community to continue to feel like an inclusive, collaborative, and respectful learning environment in which both staff and you, our students, are valued and can continue to thrive.
For me, it's important to focus on school culture because I really want Shorecrest to feel like a place where both staff and students want to be every single day.
Hello, Shorecrest. So when we think back 2 years, the last 2 years, the high school experience, the culture we have here at Shorecrest has been defined, I'd say, in 2 ways: Zoom cameras and masks. And most excitedly, we are moving past that. So as we look ahead, we think about what we need to do to reclaim and rebuild culture here at Shorecrest. I think part of it will come naturally. Part of it will come with us all being together, back to a normal setting, and also just relearning what it means to be a senior and a junior and a sophomore and a freshman. Identities that have always been defined by past classes, and you watch and see how those in front of you do things, but now we're creating anew in some ways. And so I think it'll be very important, and I'm excited to see as we rediscover what homecoming is about and what pep assemblies are about and what it means to be here at Shorecrest and be a part of something bigger than just ourselves or our small group. And I think we're starting to see that as we start to see huge involvement in athletics this spring, more and more kids participating in performance groups, the spring play, and musical coming back, and all of our great clubs and other options that we have. Because high school is the work in the classroom, and high school also is all of those valuable connections that you make outside. And that's what I've always thought in my 4 years here that Shorecrest has meant, is that you are part of something larger than just your close-knit group of friends. And that's what I think we need to get back to, and I think we will get there. And it will take leadership from our upperclassmen and also others, new folks to Shorecrest participating and suggesting new ways to do things, but also just finding that great energy that I remember walking in and sensing my first day here at Shorecrest 4 years ago, and starting to see that energy return as we move forward will be exciting, definitely.
Hi, Shorecrest. Sarah McManus here, counselor and department head, alumni of Shorecrest, graduating in the 90s, and also a former teacher here at Shorecrest. And what I want for Shorecrest to be is a place where all students can feel safe, seen, and have the ability to explore their identity here at the high school. And in order for us all to be able to do that, bottom line is we need to feel safe at school. And I know that as a student at Shorecrest many, many years ago, that is what Shorecrest provided for me, was a place that was stable, that had expectations that I could predict and know were going to be, that I was going to be held to. And that's why it's important to me to preserve that culture and that legacy here at Shorecrest.
Hey everybody, hope you're all having a good day. The one thing that I need from all of you is attendance. That's the big step. When you're here at school, you will learn, you'll be able to participate. And one thing I learned a long time ago, back when the world was grayscale or sepia toned and we didn't have electricity, is that when you don't have a lot of homework to make up, there's less stress, and less stress is going to make your life better. And you can have less stress by just attending class. That would be so helpful.
As a teacher, what I need from students is for them to understand that we all have the responsibility to do the right thing. The choices that we make impact those around us. So be kind, make a good choice, and do the right thing.
At Shorecrest, we are a community and we care about others. So if you take the bathroom pass, come back quickly because someone else is waiting to use it.
Hi, I'm Ms. Kruzmark. In science labs, it's important to follow safety procedures, work as a team, and have specific goals. This is also important for our school as a whole. Having common-wide building expectations and norms will allow us to keep learning, stay safe, and have fun.